Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden value in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about the 2014 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Yes, that little copper-colored coin that most of us don't think twice about. But what if I told you that some of these pennies are worth far more than just 1 cent? In fact, some rare examples have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Grab your coin jar and stay tuned. You might just be sitting on a small fortune. History of the 2014 penny. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been in circulation for over a century. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the design has seen a few changes. But in 2010, the reverse side of the penny was updated to the current Union Shield design, symbolizing Lincoln's preservation of the United States as one nation. The 2014 penny carries that same design. On the front, or obverse, you'll find the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, which has remained unchanged since Victor D. Brenner first created it. The reverse features the Union Shield with the words 1 cent boldly across it. Millions of these coins were struck in 2014 at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, marked by the absence or presence of a D mint mark respectively. Production numbers. To give you some perspective, the U.S. Mint produced over 7.9 billion pennies in 2014. Around 3.9 billion came from Philadelphia, and 4 billion from Denver. So you might be wondering, how can a coin so common be worth more than face value? The answer lies in condition, rarity, and most importantly, errors. Valuable error pennies. Here's where things get exciting. Some 2014 Lincoln pennies have mint errors that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Let's take a look at the most notable ones. 1. Double die error, DDO or DDR. This is when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled. Look closely at the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or 2014. If you notice clear doubling, especially under magnification, that's a good sign. These double die errors can sell for $50 to $300, depending on clarity and condition. Point 2. Off-center strike. Some 2014 pennies were accidentally struck off-center. A coin with about 10% to 20% off-center may fetch $10 to $50, but coins that are 50% off-center and still show the date can sell for $100 or more. Point 3. Die cracks or cuts. These errors occur when part of the die used to strike the coin breaks or wears out, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin. Some collectors pay $5 to $25 or more for dramatic examples. Point 4. Transitional errors. Though rare, if a 2014 penny was accidentally struck on a planchet meant for another year or coin, say, a dime planchet, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Condition and grading. Condition plays a major role in a coin's value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by professional services like PCGS and NGC. A 2014 penny in MS65 or higher condition, meaning it's uncirculated and has a brilliant shine, can bring $1 to $10 even without errors, but if you find an error coin in mint state, that's where the real money starts coming in. Some MS67 2014 pennies with strong doubling or other dramatic errors have sold for $200 to $500 at auction. Current market value. Now let's talk market trends. As of this year, 2025, demand for error pennies remains strong among collectors. Here's a quick value summary for the 2014 Lincoln penny irregular circulated coin. 1 cent uncirculated MS65, $1 to $3 double die error, DDO/DDR $50 to $300 off-center strike, $10 to $150 die crack/cut errors, $5 to $25 rare planchet errors or major striking flaws. $500 plus. Some sellers on platforms like eBay and Heritage Auctions have listed rare error pennies for $1,000 or more, depending on the uniqueness of the mistake. How to check your pennies. So how can you find out if your 2014 penny is valuable? Step 1. Grab a magnifying glass or coin loupe, preferably 10x magnification. Look closely at the lettering, the date, and both sides of the coins. Check for a doubling in the text or numbers. Off-center design. Raised bumps or lines from die cracks. Planchet errors, like wrong metal or color. If you think you've got something special, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC. A certified grade and error designation will increase its value significantly. Closing thoughts. The 2014 Lincoln penny might not look like much at first glance, but there are hidden treasures out there waiting to be discovered. Don't underestimate what's in your pocket or piggy bank. With a sharp eye and a bit of luck, 1 penny could be worth hundreds, maybe even thousands. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you never miss a coin collecting tip or value update. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare penny, and share this video with your fellow treasure hunters. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change and tell you which coins are worth a fortune. In today's video, we're talking about the Abraham Lincoln 1981 1-cent penny coin, a coin that many people overlook but can actually be worth a lot of money today. So grab your old change jar and let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1981 Lincoln penny. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1981 Lincoln penny features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design by Victor David Brenner was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The obverse or front of the coin shows Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to his left and the date 1981 to his right. Just above Lincoln's head are the words, "In God We Trust." Now flip the coin over and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design was added in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, replacing the previous wheat design. The reverse also contains the words United States of America, the Latin phrase E pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 cent. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents in 3 major locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark for proof coins. While billions of these coins were made, there are certain variations and conditions that can make some 1981 Lincoln pennies worth far more than just 1 cent. Let's start with the composition. The 1981 penny was the last full year that Lincoln cents were made using a copper alloy. These coins contain 95% copper and 5% zinc. Because copper prices have increased over the years, the melt value of a 1981 penny is actually higher than its face value. As of today, the copper value alone is worth around 2 to 3 cents. That may not sound like much, but it's already tripled the coin's face value, and that's just for the metal. But if you really want to find a valuable penny, you'll need to look for rare varieties in high-grade conditions. One of the most famous varieties from 1981 is the Type 1 and Type 2 proof pennies. These were made at the San Francisco Mint and can be identified by looking at the S mint mark. The Type 1 has a filled S while the Type 2 has a clearer, sharper S. Type 2 is the scarcer variety and can bring in higher values among collectors. So how much can a 1981 Lincoln penny be worth? Let's break it down. If you have a regular circulated 1981 penny from Philadelphia or Denver, its value is usually between 1 and 5 cents depending on its condition. However, if your penny is in uncirculated or mint condition, especially if it has full red color with no wear, it can be worth anywhere from 50 cents to a few dollars. Coins graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC can fetch $5 to $20 or more, but the real money is in the proof coins and errors. A 1981 S Type 2 proof penny in PR70 condition, that's a perfect grade, can sell for over $500. Even lower grades like PR69 can bring in $50 to $100. There are also valuable error coins from 1981 that collectors are always hunting for. These include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and transitional errors. A double die obverse, where the date or lettering appears doubled, can sell for hundreds depending on how strong the doubling is. One of the most exciting finds would be a transitional error coin from the 1981 series. While these are rare, some coins may have been struck with the wrong metal or design. These types of errors can be worth thousands to the right buyer. Now you're probably wondering how you can tell if your 1981 penny is valuable. The first thing to do is examine it under good lighting. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, and any signs of doubling or errors. If your coin appears uncirculated with a bright red luster, it may be worth submitting to a grading service. Professional grading can significantly increase a coin's value by verifying its authenticity and condition. If you don't have the tools to examine your coin at home, consider taking it to a local coin dealer or attending a coin show. There are also online communities where collectors share photos and help identify rare finds. And remember, even if your 1981 penny doesn't turn out to be worth hundreds, it's still a great piece of American history, and who knows, you might find another hidden gem in your pocket change. To sum it all up, the 1981 Abraham Lincoln penny is more than just a common coin. Thanks to its copper content, proof varieties, and rare errors, this little coin can sometimes be worth a lot of money. Always keep an eye out for coins in excellent condition and don't forget to check those mint marks and details. You never know when you might stumble across a rare treasure. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on future coin collecting tips and hidden coin values. Leave us a comment below and let us know if you've ever found a rare or valuable penny in your change. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching and happy coin hunting.